Prophetic Messages from the Lord, 30th of November, 2016. The first series of prophetic messages comes from a sister by the name of Lana Vosser, and it begins, I had a vision recently where I saw the angels assigned to partnering with God's people to bring forth the destiny in nations being called by the Lord to attention like an army, ready and positioned for war. We are about to see angels moving in the nations, warring with the people of God in ways we have never seen. There is an intense battle on right now, more than ever, for the destiny of nations. I have such a turbulence and battle raging in the spirits concerning the nations. Why? Because we are moving into the time of seeing the greatest move of the Spirit of God amongst the nations like we have ever seen. During the U.S. elections, the Lord spoke to me that there was a domino effect being released in the nations, where there would be breakthrough upon breakthrough in the nations as God's people stand, pray, and decree. The enemy knows this, and he knows the moment we are in right now of seeing the Spirit of God move and the nations bringing freedom, salvation, healing, and restoration like we have never seen before. In recent weeks, I have had dreams concerning issues hindering nations and the destiny of God for the nations for a second time. When I asked the Lord why I was having the dreams for a second time, and he spoke to me about the battle raging for the destiny of nations and the urgency for the people of God to be awake, vigilant, and responsive to what he is speaking and decree it into the nations. In the midst of this intense battle right now, I heard the Lord say, but I have seen the schemes. And instantly I heard Psalms 64, verse 5 through 7. And it says, they set their traps against us in secret. They strengthen each other, saying, no one can see us. Who can stop us? They're nothing more than unruly mobs joined in their unholy alliance, searching out new opportunities to pervert justice, deceivers scheming together their ill-conceived plot as they plan the perfect crime. How unsearchable is their endless evil, trying desperately to hide the deep darkness in their hearts. But all the while, God has his own fire-tipped arrows. Suddenly, without warning, they would be pierced and struck down. The Passion Translation. There is an urgency right now in the Spirit to be decreeing destiny over nations and to decree what the Lord decrees. For the enemy is attempting in many ways and through many avenues to bring his schemes into the nations to abort the destiny of God, and it seems like the perfect crime. But as the people of God rise up and be vigilant in prayer and decree, the suddenly of God is about to be seen. God has the fire-tipped arrows up his sleeves that are going to be released without warning, suddenly, and the evil schemes will be brought down. It is imperative that the focus of God's people is not upon the natural. Even if things are looking darker, if things aren't looking good in the natural, stand in what God has spoken. Stand on the word, for suddenly the breakthrough of God will show up, and there will be a sudden turn, releasing greater vindication, justice, and breakthrough in the nations. Prophets are beginning to hear in exponential ways like Elisha in 2 Kings 6 verse 12. They are going to hear and see the schemes and equip the body of Christ with how and what to decree to see the schemes reversed and the plans and destiny of God released into manifestation in significant ways. The Lord is going to steamroll over the vile, unjust schemes being planned and devised right now. The Lord is about to rule with an iron fist, releasing his justice, goodness, and power into the nations in ways that will leave the people of God and those in the world in awe at the power and majesty of God. Ezekiel 20 verse 33 says, I will rule you with an iron fist and in great anger and with power. He is ruling with righteous anger against injustice, against the enemy and how he has come to steal, kill, and destroy. The Lord is about to remind the enemy that he is defeated. Psalm 64 verse 8 through 10 says, staggering backward, they will be destroyed by the very ones they spoke against. All who see this will view their scorn. Then all will stand awestruck over what God has done. Seeing how he vindicated victims of crimes, the lovers of God will be glad, rejoicing in the Lord. They will be found in his glorious wraparound presence, singing songs of praise to God. The Passion Translation. The enemy is going to be hit out of left field with the fire-tip arrows God is releasing suddenly into the nations. The enemy is mad, he's scared, and he is pulling out all stops. But nothing is going to stop the destiny and plans of God in the nations as God's people rise up and war and decree over the nations, releasing peace, healing, breakthrough, and manifestation of destiny upon nations, and you and I are part of it. Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, "Remember, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Let's stand together and decree the destiny of nations to manifest now in Jesus' name, the goodness and kindness of Jesus to be demonstrated, and the justice of heaven released, with you and partnering with him to see nations changed. The past few days, I have been feeling the Lord really zooming in on anxiety. I saw high levels of anxiety that have been there for years and years, and anxiety that has come on because of this season and fear. The Lord is going after it. I had a vision and I saw Jesus blowing upon the hearts and souls of his people. And as he blew, I watched the Spirit of God moving within God's people to begin to deal with the root issues and chains of anxiety. As he blew and the Spirit of God moved, the Spirit of God found the areas where the anxiety had taken root. I saw his breath turn to fire. I watched as the fire of God consumed the anxiety by releasing a revelation of his love. The fire of his love was breaking the stronghold of anxiety by healing memories, fears, traumas, and concerns by the radical revelation of his unconditional, never changing, ever the same, and constant, beautiful love. I watched as the people of God wept as they saw anxiety and worry had taken their focus, areas of their hearts and souls exposed for needing to go deeper into trusting him. I watched repentance take place, and deep healing and strengthening was happening. As the fire of his love was doing its work, I could see Jesus smiling, and with great excitement, he was saying, "Anxiety away, anxiety away, anxiety away." I saw literal overnight healings and deliverances from anxiety taking place, and a huge blanket of his peace surrounding his people in a way they had never experienced before. Awakening to his love was changing everything. As his love was revealed more and more, I could hear the promises of his heart. "I've got you. I've got this. I've got your back. I am working for you. I am fighting for you. I have never left you. All is well. I am here. Provision is coming. I will not let you down. It's time to hope and dream again. Resurrection life is upon you. Healing is your portion. Freedom is yours. Your name is Victor. You have great strength in me. You will not be overcome. The best is yet to come." He smiled and spoke, "Awaken to the revelation of my love and know and experience double portions of the revelation of joy." The next series of prophetic messages comes from various prophets consolidated into one message presented to you. The Father says, "The cloud is coming. Can you perceive what this means? For when my Spirit is poured out, the hearts and minds of men will shift, and my glory will be revealed. Do not forsake the teachings that bear witness from the Spirit, for they are relevant to this moment in time. Get prepared for an acceleration of revelation to be received, and the understanding of great mysteries will be uncovered. I am expanding what my people see as truth and light. For many have discounted what was foreign to them. For my bride to walk in power, her veil must be removed. Just as a tiny grain of sand is the size of what mankind has been exposed to in reality. Do you see me so small as well? I am the beginning and the end. I am not a created being, and yet so many think that they know all there is to find or see. Open yourself up to a world that you have yet to envision. There are no walls to set rules and limitations. To truly be in my flow and commune with my spirit, you will have to put aside what you think you understand so that I can have my way in your life. For was not everything new to each person I use in the word? Too many think that I am only doing what was done in my word alone. You will not grab the new when you are so sure the old is the only method and way. If I created everything, that I am not subject to what the mind of men can conceive. Let my rivers flow in and through you. I have much more for you to embrace. There are many aspects that I have not even begun to start in your life. What is for you may not be for someone else. Be expectant for yourself and not look to what someone else received. You are a unique child of mine. I will do only the unique and extraordinary for you alone. What is perfect for you will not be for another. Stand in the ready. Speak life into your day. Push aside the lies and plans of the enemy. Resist falling into familiar traps. I have a glorious life for you to walk in, and it just takes your belief in such a thing. You are not subject to the storms of life unless you decide to bow to what comes. I am sending strength and resources to your circumstances. You are about to replace the sackcloth for royal garments in a whole new way. The ashes of yesterday are transforming into my beauty before your very eyes. A life anew starts now. To some, they feel like they have been waiting an eternity for me to move them into their calling, but in truth, the key has been in their hands all along. I can set up every aspect of the journey, but you must step up and out to become what is necessary and to do what is asked. When you park yourself in the belief that I am doing it all, you will find yourself stuck while others pass you by. You are co-creators with me. I desire you to be active participants. I am raising you into mature sons and daughters who will stand with my angelic army. When you are distracted with the ins and outs of daily life, you will miss that I have been standing here all along, ready to move you on to the next book in your life. The Israelites went through many seasons of lessons and testing, and yet their decision was to complain and speak against those I used to bring them up in the kingdom. You must release and let go of the religious cows that have become your idols. My light and truth cannot penetrate your heart and mind when you would rather stay in the old ways. I set before you complete freedom, but I will not make you drink from this revelation. The excuse that we have always done things this way, so therefore it must be correct, has no place in my kingdom. Let me work out what is not in alignment so that you can bear much fruit. I am not in yesterday. Now is where you will find me. The path to greatness will always make ways big and small. You will find persecution from strangers and friends alike. People will lie about you, and others will believe the slander against you. Even your greatest ally may become your least trusted. If they walk in spirit to spirit with me, they will know what is truth and what is from the enemy. They will stand with you even in the darkest of moments. I will not let you get swallowed up by your accusers, for they serve the enemy but claim to serve me. I will answer any assault that comes your way. Trust in me, for I have new heights, and it is time to get off of the sideline of life. You will not regret a life abandoned unto me. Ready, set, go. The things you see are irrelevant. They will keep nothing from you. They do not keep the change from coming, but will change in an instant as you receive your breakthrough. In your heart you believe me, and you refuse to be moved by what you feel and see. I have built within you your strong faith, and I say to you, you will receive. Do not become complacent as you wait in me. I want you to actively receive, actively agree, reach for me, and receive what I have promised. You have never seen what I am building, yet you will be my beautiful building. Do not let your own image of who and how you have been limit who you are called to be and what you are called to become. Do not limit me by seeing yourself as you have always been. It has become your hindrance in your yardstick, and it is too short to measure my promise. I have given you impossible dreams. I have promised you impossible things. They are not impossible for me. They are my will for you, and you will receive. I have taught you to climb higher and higher to reach the top of the highest peak, to see the things from an uninhibited perspective, and that is how I want you to see. You are about to see my promises fulfilled. In your health, in your finances, in your ministries, in your being, my promises are about to become material, so stir yourself and receive. I have been as one who planted a mighty tree, and you will not disappoint me. You will stand before me, my mighty tree. You will have great strength who wait on me. You will be clothed with majesty and draped with grace who are in me. Nothing will defeat you. Nothing will detour you, and from no challenge will you turn away. You will not be swayed from your great faith. Your feet will be secure in every step you take. The earth beneath your feet will tremble and shake every place you put your feet. For you are filled with my power, and my presence goes with you. What you say is what I say, and devils will fall before you. No evil will overtake you, no challenge overwhelm you, no chance circumstances will find you, for I go before you. It is I who order your steps and fill you with wisdom and strength. You will rise to meet the dawn of each day, and you will fear no darkness in it. Fear will enter the enemy at the sound of your breath. At your coming, he will gnash his teeth in frustration, for you are in me, and in me he is thwarted in every attempt. You will be filled with joy as you walk in greater and greater strength. You will rise each morning saying, "This is a great day," as you praise me in it. You are my beloved, and you are being changed every moment as the cares in your heart are being lifted. I will make you into a perfect 10, for in me you are being perfected. As your cares roll off of you, your heart is in sweet surrender. Your trust in me is a precious thing, and it is far more valuable than gold or silver. It is like a siren's song to me, and it is something I cannot ignore. It moves me with compassion, and I rush to protect you. Do not fret about tomorrow, my love, for it is entirely in my hand. Just because you don't know the future doesn't mean you're not in it. It is my spirit who causes you to travail, to come before me, to intercede for my will. It is in my heart to intercede and to travail, for all of mankind are in great need of help. You walk with me and are comforted and shown my heart for you. Now I call you to receive my heart for all in this world, to intercede, to pray and agree with my heart toward them. I do a new thing, and I call my chosen to prayer. Many have been chosen to stand before me in travail, and many lives have been changed because of it. Do not despair, for it is my heart you feel. There is no discomfort you feel that I won't generously repay. Beware of the pitfalls today, for they are abounding. Watch, for what I say to you is true. Many will be within ear's range of someone having an issue today. My child, the spirits are abounding, those that wish to destroy, discredit, dishonor, and tempt all my children. Hold fast, my loves, for the truth will prevail. The truth will stand on its own and show to be a strong tower. Keep your stands in me, my children, and watch for what I say, my guidance and direction upon your lives this day. My child, know that I love you with all that I am, everything in my being, in support of you this day. Watch for me, my love, for I am all around you, instructing as you go. Do not look backwards at places where you failed, but have faith in me that the future will be a better one. None on earth have ever attained to my glory, and they never will. Your perfection lies in your obedience to me and humility before your fellow man. Humility is rare in the earth and brings the greatest blessings from me. Walk in humility and see my hand of blessing in your life like never before. You have known I have a special path for you. I will make changes in your life to place you on a path of my choosing. You will not enjoy all of the changes I make, but flow with these changes. Do not fight against them, and I will delight you. Where I am taking you is a destination to which you have never been. It was created for only you, but you must be ready by submitting to my will over your own. Walk in submission by living in my ways, and I will take you there. A king shall rule in righteousness. Justice shall come to all, beginning with my house. I have called my righteous saints to a job of judgment, and I have called some to gather the fruit. I shall sweep the threshing floor. Can you see the harvest is ready? You will see the fires burning as the wheat is separated from the chaff. The smoke of her burning will be seen by all, the small to the great. The winds will sweep over the plains, earth shaking, causing the earth's kings to hide in their prepared caves. My children, I have numbered every day from the end to the beginning. Things will be done as I have ordered and commanded. Do not be afraid. I shall come as lightning. Rally around the banner of truth, for in truth there is no surrender. I have called upon thee, and you have answered. I have spoken to thee, and you have listened. I have seen the affliction of my children. They have mocked and scorned my messengers. Words spoken in haste cannot be retrieved. The scornful shall be scorned, the unbelievers shall believe. The proud shall be humbled. The path of righteousness is steep, but the reward is great. Patience shall be rewarded, while injustice shall be punished. Remember Jeremiah? My prophets go unnoticed. I who am the beginning shall speak of the end. The taste of death shall remain on the lips of many, for twilight approaches. Many shall say, this cannot be. I have been obedient. I have observed the Sabbath, and I have followed the laws of Moses. I tell you now, I do not know thee. Innocence has lost its way, and judgment shall follow.